Hello Stampers, and thank you so much for joining me today for another Stampin' Sunday video. This is Laura Buechler of Inkyfingers Papercrafting, your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Nanaimo, BC. I'm here to help brand new crafters go from feeling overwhelmed, uncreative, and unsure how to begin to feeling inspired, excited, and proud to share their new creations.
So today we're making a really fun card with only one stamp on it. We're going to be using almost exclusively dies to create it. So we're going to be using these Gnomes dies. We'll also be using the Twinkling Lights dies. These are both from the Autumn Mini catalog. And we'll be using the Stitched with Whimsy dies. These are in the annual catalog. Now these are a bit different. Instead of cutting out a shape, they make an embellished border in the shape of these dies. And you'll see more when I get to that in a minute. Now to make this card, you'll need a card base of 5.5 by 8.5 inches, scored in the center, a piece of cardstock measuring 4 by 5.25 inches, and then a piece of Very Vanilla measuring 3 3/4 by 5 inches. Then we'll need a bunch of scraps for all our die cutting. I've got 2 pieces of designer series paper from the Lights Aglow specialty DSP. I've got some cherry cobbler, petal pink, and basic white cardstock, and then a piece of brushed metallic cardstock. I'm going to start by doing the only stamping I need to do on this project. Using this little strip of Very Vanilla cardstock, which measures 2.5 by 5/8 of an inch, I'm going to stamp my sentiment. Now time for the die cutting. Here are all the dies we're going to use. I'm going to start with the Stitched with Whimsy. Remember that if you turn your rectangle shaped dies a little bit on the machine, it'll make it easier to go through. Look at that cool embellished border like I was telling you about. Following the lines of the top branches of the Christmas tree, I'm going to use my snips to cut it off into a point. That way, I'll have a nice clear space to add my beautiful gold star with a glue dot. Next, I'm going to use my sponge dauber to add ink around the edges. Notice the difference between the inked side and the uninked side. It really makes it pop when you add some sponge daubing at the edges. Notice how this die, for the beard, shows you exactly where the hat should go. How cute is this little gnome? Now I'm going to start assembling the layers of my card. Here's a clever trick. The gnome is attached with dimensionals, and the tree is attached with adhesive. So to attach the sentiment over top of them both, I use dimensional on one side and adhesive on the other. A final touch for my gnome, a little jingle bell on his hat. I'm not loving the way that sentiment is getting lost. I'm going to take it off and use sponge daubing around the edges, just like I did on the tree. Much better. And there's my finished card. Remember that you'll get a chance to win this card when you share the video from my public Facebook page. Leave a comment below to let me know that you've shared, and maybe I'll be sending you this card in the mail.
Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Please drop me a comment below and let me know what you think. And if there's something specific that you'd like to learn about, just ask. Remember that you can purchase all the products shown on my website, inkyfingers.ca, where you'll also find more projects and videos, my events calendar, current promotional details and catalogs, and the sign up for my email newsletter. Have a great day, everyone, and happy stamping! Bye!